Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up in about 10 minutes. Clash with Kenzie, trivia competition against Kenzie. And we will have 5 tickets for this Saturday's Chicago Wolves games against their rival, the Rockford Ice Hogs. So not just a pair of tickets, you get 5 to go to the game. That's coming up. And speaking of sports,
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
well, let's pour one out for your Chicago Bulls.
What? Did they lose?
Yes, they lost.
This is how I find out about everything.
So they played last night on ESPN, Kenzie, because you could have watched it there without the antenna, even though
I heard about that.
you got a nicer one, but it still won't work.
I got a nicer one.
But you could have watched it on ESPN last night like I did. And I was at D'Agostino's Pizza. Great pizza. It's Wednesday half-price pizza night there at D'Agostino's. So we take the family out there, and it was on. And, boy, the Bulls were losing from the first second of this game and never recovered.
From the first second.
I mean, it was 15-5 in like a minute. I was like, what's going on here? They didn't look ready to play in a play-in game. The Heat did. And the Miami Heat beat them for the third year in a row in the play-in, 109-90. They were never even close to being in this game. Tyler Hero from the Heat dropped 38 points, connected on his first 8 shots, and the Heat never trailed while leading as many as 25 points. So they will advance. The Bulls, let's see, Josh Giddey, 9 for 21. Kobe White, 5 for 20. 7 turnovers. It just was terrible. As good as they've been like the most exciting team since trading Zach LaVine of the last month or so in the East, and just really crapped the bed. What's another phrase for that? Like crapping the bed. Got anything else?
Did bad.
Did bad. That's good. Did bad is good. That pretty much says the whole thing.
Okay.
And here's one of those stats to make your brain go. The Bulls now have not won a playoff series in 10 years.
Because they didn't even make it into the playoffs, right?
That's right. This does not count as even a playoff yet. And even the series they've been in, they haven't won. So look at the squad the last time the Bulls won a playoff series. 2014-2015 season. We're going back 10, 11 years. That team had Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson, Paul Gasol was on this squad, and Joakim Noah. This is one of my favorite Bulls teams post-Jordan era. I mean, obviously, because it's 15 years later when Jordan retired and moved on to the Wizards eventually. Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose, people forget we're on the same team not that long ago. Here, this squad, and obviously Derrick Rose's injury caused the issues, but still, I love this squad so much, especially Joakim Noah, because we were talking about passive-aggressive earlier, he was never passive-aggressive. He always said what was on his mind, especially if we go back to the playoffs against Cleveland when he made comments about, I don't know why people would go to Cleveland.
Oh, my God, this is my favorite. Do you have the audio?
I do.
This is my favorite bitchy. It's so funny.
Well, the best part about it is he said it about Cleveland ripping on them, and then the reporter was giving him a chance to say, I'm sorry. I'm sure people in Cleveland are really nice and everything's fine. Nope, this is what he said.
Do you regret anything that you said about Cleveland?
Not at all. You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. What's so good about Cleveland?
The thing is, I feel like he's almost not being mean. Like, he's just asking. He's like, what do you like here? Like, do you like it? Like, am I, like, insane? Like, it's just so funny.
Do you regret what you said? No.
No.
Not at all. Not really. Do you like it?
Do you like it? Are you happy here?
Oh, I missed that squad. It was so fun. Oh, well. Listen, I like the squad we have now. They were certainly fun the last couple of months, but boy, did they, according to Kenzie, did bad. I would say crap the bed, whatever. It was terrible. Caleb Williams, though, Chicago Bear Caleb Williams was courtside. He autographed a football. Then he launched it to the 300 level. The video is insane. Remember, the NFL draft is 1 week away. And it'll be next Thursday, and the Bears have the number 10 overall pick still. All the moves making in the offseason to grab ourselves 3 offensive linemen, make a couple moves with some picks, but still have 7 picks. Still have 7 picks. So they'll have 10, 39, 41, 72, 148, 233 from Cincinnati, and 240 from Minnesota through Cleveland. the place no one goes on vacation. So that's going to be exciting up in Green Bay, obviously, Packerland. But the NFL draft 1 week from today, and the Bulls have that number 10 overall pick.
That's good.
Jimmy checked in from Gurnee and said, I used to live in Cleveland. He was right. Thanks.
Oh, damn.
Glad you made it to Gurnee, man. Appreciate you. Last night, the Cubs ended the Pirates' home winning streak the day before, but could not win the series 4-2. Bullpen loaded the bases. Oh, it was rough. And then lose the game 4-2. The next week's going to be tough. Obviously, the Padres were tough, but coming home tomorrow, so Wrigley's going to have Cubs D-backs, then the Dodgers, then the Phillies. So the next 7 days at Wrigley Field, tough matchups, good games. I'm going to the Phillies series.
Oh, fun.
Are you going to any of those? D-backs, Dodgers, Phillies, any of those, Kenzie?
I'm not going this weekend because I have some Q101 events going on this weekend.
You're going to be at the Menards on Saturday, right?
Yes, I am. And just so you know, we're pulling a winner for a Cancun vacation that day. Heads up.
How about that? White Sox lost. I want to apologize to people. I said it was going to be a nice night for a baseball game. Get out to the cell. Boy, it was freezing last night.
It got really cold.
Really cold. Pictures of people with blankets at the game. And the White Sox lost 3-1 on the south side to the A's. They got one more this afternoon before they go to Boston. But cool thing with the White Sox, they announced some theme nights coming up. Monday, June 23rd, the team will host a Barbie theme night. I think you like that, Kenzie. Against the D-backs, who are going to be playing the Cubs on Friday this weekend.
Fun.
The first 1,000 fans through the gate receive a special Barbie jersey. Will that get you to the south side?
Yeah.
Okay. Or
I want a Barbie jersey.
Yeah, 1,000. Got to be the first 1,000 through gets that. Thursday, July 10th, they have Yacht Rock Night. So
that's awesome.
Every song, in between will be Yacht Rock. Love the Yacht Rock.
I love Yacht Rock.
Reminds me of a great line from, let's see, is Forgetting Sarah, am I thinking Forgetting Sarah Marshall? No, it's not that one. It's Knocked Up, right? It's Knocked Up.
No, are you thinking of the Steely Dan?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's Knocked Up.
Yeah, that's Knocked Up.
With Paul Rudd.
Because Steely Dan, of course, considered, Yacht Rock, and Paul Rudd in the movie loves Steely Dan, and he's talking to Seth Rogen about it.
I'm just saying, the music industry is different now. Steely Dan would never even have a chance.
Well, maybe it's because Steely Dan gargles my balls.
I like Steely Dan.
I like Steely Dan. It's the right setting. The Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
You'll get that on the south side at that game Thursday, July 10th. Also, Tuesday, July 29th, Seinfeld night. So the first 1,000 Seinfeld-themed Robin Ventura bobbleheads will be handed out as Seinfeld night, Yacht Rock night, Barbie night, some new theme nights for the White Sox.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q 101.
Let's go! And it is for a 5-pack of tickets to the Chicago Wolves game this Saturday against the Rockford Ice Hogs. Bitter rivalry. And you get 5 tickets. It's also Adopt a Dog Night. Come home with a good doggo. And also...
With a good doggo.
With a good doggo. And goalie bobblehead night, too. All furnished by...
What's going on?
Yeah, Chicago Wolves. And, of course, from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Checking in from Albany Park is Ernesto to compete against Kenzie. And remember, if Kenzie wins, we'll still give him away at the end. But Ernesto's got first shot. Ernesto, tell us something about yourself. Ahoy.
How's it going, everybody? I am a high school history teacher, and I got 5 kids. Only 2 left at home, though, so I got that going for me.
Oh, hey. You're almost there, baby.
Where are the other 3? Just kind of let them loose? They're just gone in their yard?
Let them loose, man. They got grown, they went off, and they left me, so that worked out all right for me.
You're in the wild.
Want to give a shout-out to your school where you're a history teacher at?
Not particularly,
Fair.
He's supposed to be there right now. That's why.
He's like, mind your business.
No, man. My contract says I've got 20 minutes left to get there. I've got plenty of time. I'm great.
See?
Well, sometimes Clash with Kenzie has taken 20 minutes. We'll see what happens
That's
here.
true.
But he is a history teacher, Kenzie.
You know what? They keep not promoting me, so you know what? It's all good.
Oh, snap.
All right, Ernesto, first one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Ernesto.
In the words of Al Snow, heads.
It is tails. Boo.
Oh.
Good reference, though. All right, here we go. Kenzie, question number 1. The outer covering of a tree, which protects the tree from various external factors like weather, pests, and fire, is known as what?
I don't want to overthink it. I'm thinking bark.
Bark is right.
Okay, fantastic.
Don't overthink it. Ernesto, being a history teacher, this should be easy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no. See, I hate it when that happens.
What does the D in Franklin D. Roosevelt stand for?
Delano, I taught that yesterday.
Delano is right.
Delano.
You
Or
don't-
like didn't know, okay?
Uh-huh.
For me.
I don't know if that was a popular name.
There's extra credit because you'll be fine.
Okay.
Who else used that word Delano? I don't know. Is there anybody else named Delano out there that can check in? But it seems like a weird one.
I don't think it's that popular.
Was it popular back then? Do you know that, Ernesto, that time?
It's the only one I know. The closest thing is that that Deljo heating and plumbing. I think it's the closest thing I've ever seen to it.
All right. I like Ernesto. All right.
Family lineage.
Back to Kenzie. Stay with presidents here. What U.S. president owned a cat named Socks?
Oh my God.
There's a president that had a cat named Socks. Guess a president, Kenzie.
President of the cat named Socks.
Any of them. Give me a president.
That's not. Well, I would guess like the goofy one.
Which is?
Clinton.
Oh, Clinton was goofy?
He's so good. Is that right?
That's right. Bill Clinton had a cat named Socks.
Oh my God.
Also, couldn't keep his pants up.
That's what I mean.
That's goofy in some people's eyes.
Did he name it after all the socks he used? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Ernesto, back to you. What is the name of the dangly thing in your throat? What is that called?
Oh, that's it's like the uvula.
That's what it is.
something
You,
like
you
that.
got it. You got it. There you go. Ernesto's
You know
got
what's
two.
funny? I knew that, and I only know that because of the cartoon Monster House. If anyone's seen that movie, because the house has a uvula, and that's why I learned that word.
Uvula.
Uvula.
All right, 2-2. And it is back to Kenzie, right?
Yeah.
Kenzie, fill in the blank. In The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy tells Toto, we're not in blank anymore.
Kansas.
Kansas is right. I bet you like that question. You wanted that question, Ernesto, didn't you?
I did go to KU, so
Okay.
Damn, okay.
Represent.
Ernesto, the technology industry center known as Silicon Valley is in what state in the United States? Silicon Valley.
California.
California is right.
I didn't know it was named that because of technology. I thought it was like surgery.
You thought it was like boob implants?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that not why?
It's not. Silicon
Okay.
Valley. Well, now you got me questioning it. I thought it was all for the chips because the silicone chips that went in everything. But
Oh.
it could have been for.
Chips came first. The boobs came later.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you, Ernesto, with the history.
Yeah. A lot of boobs, by the way.
Yeah. A lot of boobs.
Public
That's
service, man. That's what I'm doing here.
All right. It's back to
me.
me. I'm sorry I'm losing track here without Casey here telling me whose it is. So it's back to Kenzie. Kenzie, what rapper plays the role of Edwin in The Fast and the Furious? What rapper?
The only rapper I know in the movie is Ludacris. Is it him?
It's not Ludacris because there's
I don't
another
know.
you haven't seen the whole series.
No,
now,
I
maybe
haven't.
Ernesto has. So, The Fast and the Furious, what rapper played Edwin? Are you still there, Ernesto?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think.
He's the one that goes, Menage! In the first movie.
No, Taye, that's all I got. Taye Brown's all I got.
No, not him either. That was Ja Rule. Remember, Ja Rule was in the first one.
I forgot he was in the first one.
Yeah. He's trying to get.
I don't like Ja Rule, so there we go.
Oh no.
He's trying to get the threesome, you see, and he loses to Vin
Yeah,
Diesel.
yeah.
He goes, Menage!
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Really. I do remember that he was in it. I was just thinking Ludacris is the rapper that I know in Fast and Furious.
All right, so 3-3, right?
I don't know, Brian.
It is 3-3, and it's back to Ernesto.
Yes.
Yep.
Complete the title of this reality show. John and Kate plus blank.
8.
8 is right. Ernesto's got 4. Back to Kenzie.
Mm-hmm.
Kenzie, he who thinks Australian drinks Australian. is a slogan for what beer brand?
Okay, let's see. An Australian beer.
Yeah, not many of them. Not many of them out there. He who thinks Australian drinks Australian.
An Australian beer.
Yeah. 3, 2,
I don't know.
What?
An Australian beer.
Ernesto for the win.
Foster's?
Foster's is the only Australian beer I know.
Foster's.
Foster's, that big blue can. I remember when I was like 13 and just always trying to try beer and sneak beer. I always wanted that Foster's can.
I've never seen
The
it.
big oil can, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a huge steel can.
Oh, it's giant.
Giant can of
That's
beer.
what-
And you could
that's
not.
why I was in Berlin. It was amazing. I was like dying. I was like, I need a beer, and that's all they had, and it was great.
And
wow.
you can't crush it either. It's like a steel can. It's amazing.
Oh, really?
No, you
I've
cannot.
never heard of this beer in my life.
I'll try some this weekend. There you go. Ernesto, you can try some. I don't think they serve Foster's at Allstate Arena for the Wolves games, but you can
They do
try.
not.
You have a lot of kids. You still can't take all your kids because you got 5 tickets, but that doesn't cover your 5 kids and maybe a lady friend. So, sorry.
Yeah, no, my wife is, she texted, she's like, I want one of the, yeah, I know, you're going.
And then you can find the kids that escaped the house. Maybe one of them wants to go. So congratulations.
Exactly.
You are there at the Allstate Arena for Chicago Wolves and the Ice Hogs. 5 tickets plus it's Adopt a Dog night and goalie bobblehead night. From the great friends at Chicago Wolves and Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Congratulations, Ernesto.
Thanks, man.
Love you, brother. Go to school. Teach some kids some stuff. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. After Jack White, we have a headline that sounds like it's from 2005, but it's really from 2025. We'll lay it out for you in 3 minutes. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
All right, coming up, we will give you the keyword, the chance to get a trip to the Rose Bowl to see Oasis out in L.A. That's coming up in about 6 minutes. Now, in 25 minutes, at 8 o'clock, we have a song scramble for the Smashing Pumpkins at the Lyric Opera House, Billy Corgan, and A Night of a Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, a really special, unique, historic thing going on there. And the whole hour of 8 o'clock is going to be amazing because at 8 o'clock, the song scramble, which is kind of tough to figure out. 3 Pumpkin songs, you got to figure them out. They're flipped around, reversed. But then at 8:20 and 9, it'll just be Ticket Blitz Thursday where you text in a keyword, super easy. So a lot of chances to win, amazing experiences, super easy. Now, what feels like a headline from 2005 is actually happening right now. Here's the headline, Kenzie. Barnes & Noble opening 60 new stores.
Yay!
Now, Barnes
That's awesome.
I thought they were like out for the count, but apparently a big comeback thanks to Booktok. People on TikTok recommending books to read, and it's blown up where people are actually going to a bookstore instead of buying it on Amazon or whatever and having a book delivered or going to bookstores. So there's 60 new stores opening in the country, including one in Naperville. So it will open the new store actually next Wednesday, April 23rd. And if people know Naperville, there was a Pottery Barn there at 9 Jackson Avenue. Mm-hmm. So it's right there at that location, a big-ass new Barnes & Noble in Naperville. So head out there next Wednesday to buy some books. And they're going to have a best-selling author out there cutting a ribbon. It's going to be a pretty cool celebration. I think it is awesome. I used to love going to the bookstore. I still like it when it's there, when you go to one. There's kind of, the smell is nice. It's peaceful. Mm-hmm. It feels like I get smart just walking in a bookstore.
Well, honestly, Barnes & Noble has the best kids section ever where it's actually fun, and they always have that, like, stage with the trees, and it's like, you can get a coffee, and your kids will have a blast at Barnes & Noble for, like, a solid 2 hours without questions.
Now, talking about a bookstore, I'm getting some texts already in. Brian, how is the New Year's resolution going?
Yes, how is reading every Friday going?
Well, first, we had 2 resolutions here with the show. We did a weight loss challenge. I won for the second year in a row, losing 18.5 pounds. I've gained back 7 of those pounds.
Jeez.
7 are back.
Gained back 7? It hasn't been that, we haven't been done with it that long.
A couple months, a lot of eating out, D'Agostino's, El Tapatio, a lot going on.
Okay.
The book thing, I have a book called Brothers from Alex Van Halen I wanted to read. And so every Friday night, Megan, my wife, had this resolution. We're going to put down our phones. We're going to read books. We're not going to listen to audiobooks. That doesn't count. You got to read a book.
Okay.
She's done pretty well with this. I am right now in my book, Brothers, that I started 2.5 months ago, 24 pages in.
24, Ryan.
24 pages.
Do your resolutions mean nothing to you?
I tried. I'm 24
you
pages
didn't.
in. I did. I'm 24
Don't do
pages
that.
in.
No.
The problem is Friday night, there's been a lot of sports, a lot of great games to watch, and by the time I get into bed, I start to read, and I'm just tired by midnight, and so I'll fall asleep. So that sucks. Reading is very soothing, I've found out. You read a couple pages, man. If you have trouble sleeping, get a book.
Get a book.
Start reading. You will be out in seconds.
That's good. At least your sleep's up.
The book might be on your head, but I really want to read this book, and everybody tells me, just get the audiobook. You drive enough, listen in the car. I go, I've read studies. That doesn't count. Listening to an audiobook does not stimulate your brain
How
or
come
help.
you can read studies but not a damn book?
Oh, yeah. Well, those studies
Stop reading all the studies.
They're so interesting, though, the studies.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Give you that key word to Oasis for the trip to the Rose Bowl coming up in a second here, like 30 seconds. And we're 10 minutes away from the Smashing Pumpkins Song Scramble. That will get you to Billy Corgan at the Lyric Opera House, so stay here for that. Now, we just mentioned how Barnes & Noble opening 60 new stores, including one in Naperville. Now, again, if you know the area, it's taken over the space of the former Pottery Barn at 9 Jackson Avenue in Naperville. Got a text.
I wish they could have coexisted, but it's fine.
I mean, Pottery Barn's cool. Barnes & Noble, for me personally, a better thing for me to spend my time, but I understand that the ladies love Pottery Barn. It's just you can fall in there and just disappear for hours. Apparently it didn't work out so much in Naperville unless they moved to a different location. But I got a text in from one of our crew members. Her name is S.A. Hayden. She says she will be at that Barnes & Nobles in Naperville the grand opening weekend, which is that's next Saturday. So it's not this Saturday, but Saturday the 26th between 1 and 3, signing as an author for her new Romantasy series.
Ooh la la.
So I assume that combines romance and fantasy.
Oh.
Instead of just like a romance novel, maybe there's some kind of swords in it or something. I don't know.
Okay, well, now we're talking.
Like dragons and swords and sex?
I love it.
Nudity and swords?
Swords and sex.
Swords and sex.
That's a genre, according to Brian.
She'll be signing her book, Swords and Sex, at Barnes & Noble next Saturday.
Sounds like a bestseller to me.
Now, it's been years in the making, and the reunion tour has finally arrived.
Oasis.
It's your chance to win a trip to see Oasis in Los Angeles. Oasis. Standard message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
Yes, Oasis at the Rose Bowl, a full VIP trip. You get a round-trip air, 2-night hotel stay, 2 tickets to the show, which, by the way, also features Cage the Elephant opening like our show does at Soldier Field, and $250 to spend, sponsored by our great friends, Wintrust Community Bank. You have a little bit of time, about an hour, to text us in. GO, G-O. Text that word to 95819. Different text number than usual. GO to 95819. Text it right now for your chance to win. GO to 95819. Coming up, a couple local stories, including what happened at O'Hare that was wild. Somebody brought something into O'Hare and then ran through O'Hare with it. Could have been a goat.
Emotional support horse.
One of those things. We'll tell you what it was after Pearl Jam. Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.